All right, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Barakathum. To the hopefully elect. All right. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Today being August 21st, the year 2021, the year of hastening the coming of our Lord and Savior, man. Because, hey, the saints, being you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, more so to the hopefully elect, because only the elect are going to be in the right spirit of hastening and wanting to get the hell up out of here, seeing this place get destroyed, and all our enemies with it. All right, only the elect are going to be in that spirit. All right, and just through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, just meditating on what I was going to get into on the way here, and basically the spirit kind of guided me to get into this in Isaiah chapter 32. Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9, it says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech." All right, so rise up, ye women that are at ease. All right, because again, you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian women, all right, you Israelite women, being that you're still under that Gardanian pact, when you read in the book of Genesis, the 3rd chapter, all right, Esau giving you all these goodies and benefits, right? And with that has come, what's the word? Complacency. You Israelite women, you have gotten comfortable here, all right? Because again, Esau has given you pretty much the license to sin, the license to go off, the license to be prostitutes and whores, and amen, hey, like I said, like the scripture said, man, you women have gotten comfortable, and that's one thing, man, because as it's always said, man, America, which is Babylon the Great, was never set up for any of us, the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian men and women. This place was never set up for us to be comfortable in the first place. All right? And this is why 2/3 of our people are going to end up dying very horrible deaths. Right? But the majority of the 2/3 consists of you women. And, hey, man, you women, man, hey, you women are in for a hell of a lot, man. Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai has something in store, especially for you women. Read that again, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. So again, you women, you Israelite women are comfortable. All right. It says, hear my voice, ye careless daughters. And living a careless and destructive life, it leads to destruction, man. Real quick, see if I can find this real quick. Because America, Babylon the Great, teaches you people basically what this society teaches, what this kingdom teaches, is to basically live according to your flesh, right? Which again is a very destructive lifestyle, because when you're doing everything based off the flesh, your fleshly instincts, everything that you do is carnal, it leads to death. All right, see if I can find this real quick. I have no idea, to be honest with you. I never used it. I see people with the phones and taking pictures or something like that. I don't know if you need an app. I have no idea, to be honest with you. So, 1 Timothy chapter 1, 1 Timothy chapter 5, actually, I'll just start at verse 1. It says, rebuke not an elder, but entreat him as a father, and the younger men as brethren, the elder women as mothers, the younger as sisters, with all purity. So, again, dealing with the topic of women, right? Verse 2 again, it says, the elder women as mothers, like a nurturing type spirit, right? It says the younger as sisters with all purity. And you see, because basically, man, these women, especially these elder women, they're too far gone to the point of no return. All right, because here it is, you got a lot of these older women, women with children, cussing the kids out, cussing the man out, driving the man out the household, and again, that everything that is taught in this society, it goes contrary to Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, and this is why these people, you see, when you submit yourself to the order of Yahweh Shem Shai, there's a standard to it, man. There's rules and regulations that have to be met. But you see, Esau, like I said, he gives license that you can do whatever the hell that you want. And you see, our people, they don't like being in any form of order, And this is why back during the time of Moses and the Israelites, Jake was always complaining, because here it is, Moses, dishing out the law or whatnot, and Jake, they always had a problem with the law because Jake, they just, always had this rebellious spirit on them that they want to do what they want to do. That's just how Jake is, and again, this is why our people, they don't want to see this place fall. They don't want to see this place be destroyed because, again, Esau gives these people the license to sin and do whatever they want. This is supposedly the land of the free. This is the land where you can worship whatever God that you want. And one thing Esau pushes is you don't have to keep the laws of Yahweh Shem Shai. So you see, this is why, again, our people, and especially these women, they're comfortable here, because again, in this society, you don't have to submit yourself to any form of order. You can just do whatever you want, live a destructive lifestyle, But verse 3 says, honor widows that are widows indeed. Verse 4, but if any widow have children or nephews, let them learn first to show piety at home and to requite their parents, for that is good and acceptable before the Most High. And being our people, again, man, because, hey, it speaks for itself. Look at, when you see everything that goes on in the society, man, children, they don't have no type of respect for parents. All right? And it's a sad case because going back to our laws, hey, dealing with unruly children, the only remedy for them is death. And this is why, hey, because Yahweh Shem Shai, he's no respecter of persons. Because, hey, and when it's all said and done out here, man, hey, if you're not under that hedge of protection by being with an Israelite, man, if you're not under his, because the only way a lot of people are going to be saved in the first place is if they are under that banner of protection. And it's going to be weighed by an Israelite man. And not just any Israelite man, but one that has his truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right? So if you're not under that banner of protection, then there's no protection for you. There's no hedge for you. And you see, again, because, hey, when it's all said and done out here, and Yahweh starts executing judgment, like I said, the Lord is not a respecter of persons. You want to see men getting killed off, women and children. All right, because like I said, a lot of these kids and young teens, right? They have absolutely no respect for parents, right? And this is why, like I said, going back to the law, the only remedy for an unruly child is to be put to death. So this is why, hey man, you're gonna even see a lot of kids being killed off, But going back to this verse 5, because that's one of the dealing with the 10 Commandments, man. Honoring thy mother and thy father, man. And if you don't honor your mother and your father, if you don't honor your parents, you're not going to respect anyone. But verse 6 is the point. Matter of fact, I didn't read verse 5. Verse 5, 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 5. Now she that is a widow indeed and desolate trusteth in the Most High and continueth in supplications and prayers night and day. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. So you see, going back to the point, all right, these women, all they do is live for pleasure, which again, it's a very destructive lifestyle. It leads to death. And this is why, again, Yahweh Shemel Shai, he's not a respecter of persons. You're going to see a lot of women getting killed off out here. Because again, you women, you have a very rude awakening ahead for you. You know, because you don't respect yourself. You don't respect the Israelite man. You know, the Israelite man has been reduced to nothing in this society, man. You know, and you see all the hell and tribulation that befalls the Israelite man. A lot of you women are part of that, are responsible for that, man. You know, read that again, where it says, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. So you see, you know, a lot of these people, man, they're just, you know, they're just dead, man. Like I said, there's no point of return for them, man. You know, they're just a walking time bomb. Because again, a lot of these people, man, hey, they're just walking targets. Yahweh Shemel Shai, you know, he's just waiting for the right time and moment to take him out. You know, but going back to this in Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 2, Isaiah 32 and 9. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. So again, you know, going back to what I just read, you know, she that liveth in pleasure is dead. You know, because a lot of you Israelite men, you Israelite women are careless. You know, because all y'all do is live, you know, to please your flesh. And again, that's a very destructive lifestyle. You know, no type of order, no type of care for yourself. You know, because, hey, man, our women are all over the place, man. You know, these women are through. And it's spiritual because, you know, you got a lot of people, man. Talk about men, all right? You got all type of movements out here, like the MGTOW movements, you know, men going their own way movements, you know, all these movements out here because, hey, we're to the point where we're fed up with these women. Guys are fed up with these women, man, and they don't want to deal with them anymore. You got a lot of these so-called black women complaining and talking shit. I just saw a video on the way here about, you know, this Jake woman, a so-called black woman. She was basically talking shit that men need to step up, you know, because she gave a little testimony about how basically she was pushing a car. She had some heavy items, and basically the cart ended up tipping over. And you know, she was talking about how these three Jakes, you know, these three so-called black men, they basically just walked right by her, man. You know, and they didn't really help her. You know, and again, you know, because hey, you women, again, going back to the Gardanian Pact, right? Hey, you women have adopted this westernized way of thinking. You women, you think you don't need a man. You know, you women, you want to be independent. Miss, I can do bad all by myself. You know, and then you wonder why, again, guys don't help you out. You wonder why guys avoid you, why guys don't approach you, why men don't want to deal with you, man. You know, because, you know, something that brothers always say, man, hey, this whole I can do bad all by myself mentality, hey, keep that same energy when all hell breaks loose out here. You know, you think you could do bad all by yourself? Well, let's see what you do when you got troops storming your house, kicking in your door, right? You know, because that's another thing, man. The scriptures talk about how women, hey, when them troops come over here, man, women are going to be getting ravished, raped to death. You know, and like I said, keep that same attitude, you know, because again, supposedly you don't need a man when the whole purpose of a woman is to serve a man. You know, that's the whole purpose of a woman is to serve a man. You know, but again, in this society, you don't have to, you know, abide by these things, you know, because, you know, in this society, all you got to do, all you got to do, man, is live for yourself, live to please your flesh. Again, that's what this society teaches, man. You know, so again, a lot of you women are in for a hell of a rude of awakening, man. You know, but reading on, it says, give ear unto my speech. And how does the Lord speak? How does the Lord, you know, basically communicate with the rest of the nation? By way of his prophets, which are men. All right. And again, a lot of you women, again, you're too far gone to the point where you women even believe that you're better than the man, that you're superior to the man, that the man is inferior to you. That's how far gone you women are, you know. So far gone to the point where you actually do believe that you're superior to the man, you know. And again, the Lord deals with men. Like I said, the Israelite man, the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man has been reduced to nothing in this society. And a lot of you women have been a contributing factor to that. You know? Because you women, you don't want to listen to anyone. Can't nobody tell you shit. Right? So when the prophets come along and try to tell you that you need to get yourself in order, humble yourself down, submit yourself to a man, y'all don't want to listen to that stuff. Y'all don't want to listen to that kind of stuff. And it's so bad to the point where in this society, a woman that does believe in submitting herself to a man, you know, cooking him meals and, massaging his feet, tending to her man, her husband, it's so bad to the point where a woman like that, she's shamed upon in this society, you know. And it's so bad to the point where you got these Israelite women, these mothers, these so-called mothers, you know, they actually teach their daughters not to settle with a man, you know. They teach their daughters to play the field, and basically they promote their daughters to go out and be whores, man. You know, not submitting to a man. You know, you have a whole life to live. Enjoy yourself. Going back to the scripture that I read, living in pleasure. You know, so that's how far gone. It's bad, man. You know, but again, you got the prophets, which are men, trying to tell you women to get yourself in order, man. You know, repent. Because, hey, like I said, Yahweh Shemel Shai, hey, when it comes down to it, if you're not under that hedge of protection, you ain't gonna make it. You know, a lot of you women are gonna die very horrible, grievous deaths, man. And so be it. Because like I said in the beginning, you know, hey, only the elect are gonna be in the right spirit of wanting to see this place fall. And our enemies seeing our enemies be destroyed with it. That includes you women. You know, because, you know, you women have become one of the biggest adversaries to the Israelite man. Our own women have become one of the biggest, right alongside there with Esau, Edom, man. You Israelite women have become one of the biggest adversaries, the biggest enemy to to the Israelite man. Let me get that real quick. So, hey, you know. So again, when Yahweh Shemel Shai starts executing judgment on you women, don't expect sympathy from us. You know, because, hey, Yahweh Shemel Shai, man, and this process it's already taking place now. The Lord he's putting a cold-hearted spirit on his men. You know, he's putting a real cold-hearted spirit on his men. Because, hey, when it's all said and done, you know, hey, man, we're gonna be seeing some things that we never seen before, man. You know, this is why it tells you in Daniel, the 12th chapter, verse 1, that this is going to be a time that has never been since the earth was created. This is going to be the worst time in history. And so much that the Lord is going to speed the days up, man. You know, so, hey, man, we're going to be seeing some things, man. We're going to be witnessing some hell, man. We're going to be seeing some things, man. You know, and, hey, a lot of you women, like I said, man, like it tells you, second Esdras, I think that's the 9th chapter. It talks about how Jake, man, these 2/3, they're gonna dwell in torments, man. You Jakes are gonna be just living in hell day and night, man. You know, but especially you women, you know, because you women, hey, and just to keep it real, you know, you women, you're not built for adversary. You know, you're not. Despite what this world teaches, the woman is equal to the man. You know, get this real quick. First Peter chapter 3 and verse 7. It says, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge. Because, hey, you got to be wise when you deal with these women. You brothers out there, man, you got to be wise when you deal with these women. How you deal with them, man. Because, hey, what does the scripture say, man? All wickedness is but little compared to the wickedness of a woman. You know, these women, man, they're bugged out, man. These women, they have demons on them, man. You know, so if you deal with a woman, then, hey, you got to be wise on how you deal with her. You know? Because then, man, she'll turn her back on you in a heartbeat, in a second. You know? It happens all the time, man. You know, you got a husband and a wife. They've been together for 10 years, 20 years. You know? Here it is on the other hand. The husband, we're willing to work things out, man, and you know, talk things through, and let's say like divorce, when it comes to, for the most part, when it comes to the husband, that's almost like a last resort, man. We try to avoid that at all costs. Because like I said, we're willing to work things out, man. We're willing to talk things through and fix the situation or whatever the case may be, man. We're willing to, take that extra step to keep the relationship afloat. But you women, you wise, man. Hey, man, 20 years of marriage, just like that, she'll throw it away. All that time wasted and spent, all that time spent, just wasted. You see, she's willing to do that, just like that, man. So again, because it wouldn't be wise to, actually, because the scriptures talk about, in our law, the scriptures talk about not making a covenant with the heathens, right? And those marriage certificates, that's making a covenant with the heathen, because you're acknowledging, which a piece of paper doesn't mean anything, but nevertheless, you're signing this contract when you get married, right? Which is more so, it's really a death trap, which, like I was saying, it would not be wise unless it's like under some special circumstances, unless it's going to benefit you some type of way. It wouldn't be wise for brothers to be marrying these women. And I'm talking about by the system, according to Esau's system, because when a man and a woman come together and have sex, that's considered marriage in the eyes of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Not no piece of paper. That doesn't mean anything. But again, basically, when you sign that certificate, right, that marriage certificate, the license or whatever, you're basically signing your rights away as a man. All right, and it's basically a death trap, because hey, if she decides to leave you, she take all your shit, man. She take all your shit, man. Leave you with nothing. And like I said, hey, 20 years of marriage, she's willing to throw it all away, just like that. Because then, man, these women, man, again, they don't know how to deal with adversity, man. They don't know how to deal with tribulation. This is why the roles of women compared to the man, all right, the roles of the woman, it's easy, man. The woman has a simple job, because all she has to do, man, is tend to her husband, tend to the kids, man, and tend to the home, man. But again, speaking those kind of things in this society, man, you get ridiculed for that, man. You damn really get persecuted for that, man. Because again, all the woman has to do is tend to her husband, like the saying goes, man. The saying, brothers be saying it, man. All women got to do, man, is keep his stomach full and his balls empty, man. It's that simple. It's that simple, man. But going back to this, 1 Peter 3:7, it says, likewise, ye husbands, deal with them according to knowledge. So again, you got to be wise on how to deal with these women. It says, giving honor unto the wife. Because hey, if you do got some sincere women out there, wives, they do, for the most part, do what they're supposed to do. They do right by their husbands, and even for those that are at least trying to do the right thing, you see situations like that, the wife is to receive honor, But reading on, it says, as unto the weaker vessel, because again, the roles of a man and the woman is not equal to the man. All right, I just read it here. Again, the woman, she's the weaker vessel. So dealing with situations to where, the pressure's on, man, again, a lot of these women, they fold, man. They get all bent out of shape. Because for the most part, like I said, they're not built for adversity, man. They're not built for that type of affliction. Again, that lot has been, for the most part, put on the man, for the most part, Because men, hey, brothers use this example all the time. You put 10 men and 10 women on one island, leave them with nothing but the clothes on their back, right? You see, men, for the most part, men are survivalists. We know how to make something out of nothing. Just look at this kingdom, Kevin Samuels talks about this pretty often, about how basically, man, this whole kingdom was built by the man for the most part. Yeah, women, they have their contributions and whatnot, but when it comes to this kingdom and how it was built, right? Men built everything, all the luxuries that these women desire so much, all right? In some way, some form or fashion, the man has, built that up. He's contributed to it, So going back to this example that brothers use often, you put 10 men and 10 women on one island with nothing but the clothes in their back, all right? You best believe, man, hey, those 10 men, they're going to, some way, shape, form, or fashion, they're going to find, they're going to figure it out, you know? Versus the women on the other hand, man, hey, man, they're going to bug it. They're not going to know what to do for the most part. Or at least the majority of them, you know? At least the majority of them. Because again, when it comes to adversity and tribulation, men, we know how to survive. We know how to get by. And this is not to downplay the roles of the women. This is not to, you know, belittle women, but it's just the truth of the matter. All right, the man, he's the superior. All right, and that's just how Yahweh set it up, man. I mean, it just doesn't make sense because, you know, everything falls on balance. Everything the Lord created in balance. You know, what sense would it make? You got one a man and a woman that come together. You know, but they're both like lions, man. You know, two lions, it just doesn't work. You know why? You know, for a man to get with a woman and she's just independent, all bad. You know, thinks like a man and all that stuff. Well, what's the point, man? Might as well get in a relationship. Might as well commit sodomy, man. Might as well get in a relationship with another man. You know, so you see, it just doesn't make sense, man. You know, a man being with a woman and she wants to wear the pants and makes all the, it doesn't make sense, man. This is why another thing, you know, hey, relationships don't work out, man, because these women, you women, man, you don't know how to submit. You know, you don't know how to play your natural role. You know, but reading on, it says, as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. So, because, hey, marriage, I'm talking about true marriage, not that marriage certificate, like I said. True marriage is when a man and a woman come together, they have sex, all right? In the eyes of Yahweh outside, they are married, all right? And again, when both parties are playing their roles, doing what they're supposed to do, that's actually very honorable in the eyes of Yahweh outside. For a woman to, you know, actually play her role and submit herself to her husband, that's very pleasing in the eyes of Yahweh outside. You know, so that's why I'm gonna read that last part again. It says that your prayers be not hindered. So you see, you know, hey man, the Lord will bless that marriage. If the husband and the wife, they're doing what they're supposed to do, you know, then hey man, you know, the Lord will bless that marriage. Prayers get heard, you know. But again, hey, you women, y'all don't believe in what actually works, because again, I say this pretty often, you know, to you women that have a man, all right, submit yourself to him and see the difference. To you women that have a husband, you're dealing with a man, submit yourself to him, man. You'll see the difference, man. Because if he wins, everybody wins. You know, if he wins, everybody wins. You know, because again, contrary to what they teach in the society, you know, happy wife, happy life, right? When you can give the woman the world, you can give her everything, the world, Mars, and Pluto, Venus, and she still won't be happy. You know, so this is why it's best for her to just submit, man. Listen to her husband, listen to her man. And again, if he wins, everybody wins. Because, hey, for the most part, men are simple. Like I said, going back to the saying, keep his stomach full and his balls empty. It's simple. You know, brothers is simple for the most part. Because you do got demons out here talking about these men, these so-called men, all right? You know, because like I said, the Israelite man has been reduced to nothing in the society. These so-called men, these pookies and ray-rays, these aren't real men. You know, so, and when I often speak on this subject, it's you know, I'm applying it to who it applies to. You know, not these 2/3 men. They're gonna die. But what was I saying? So yeah, to you women that have a husband, submit yourself to him and see the difference. You know, pay attention to the difference that it makes. Because again, if he's happy, then everybody wins. You know, it's not the other way around. You know? So going back to well, I didn't read it yet, but I'm gonna get this in Micah chapter 7 and verse. Matter of fact, I start at verse 6. Micah 7 and 6, it says, "For the son dishonoreth the father, and the daughter rises up against her mother, the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the men of his own house." And it tells you that in I believe it's Matthew the 10th chapter, how a man's foes shall be they of his own household, you know. And part of that, because like I said, I mean, the Israelite family structure is all discombobulated, man. Because again, parents don't listen to kids. The woman, she's running the household. She's making all the decisions, which again, women, they live according to their flesh. And this is why they have to be ruled. They need to be led over. They need to be guided by a man, you know, because she makes decisions according to her flesh. When you see Israelite man, and I'm talking about the Israelite man in the truth, all right, you know, we judge things for the most part according to the spirit. You see, we're spiritually discernful for the most part, you know. But these women, they run everything based off their flesh, their emotions. And that's where you got this is why you have all type of problems, man. Because women, you know, like I said, they think that, you know, they think that pretty much, man, they know what they're doing, man. And in reality, they really don't. You know, because again, this is why you see these households, man, they're all discombobulated, man. They're all jacked up, you know, thinking she's making the best decisions, you know, for the interests of the household. When in reality, man, she just, you know, she's bringing forth more confusion. You know, you got these men, these so-called men, these simps, letting the woman rule over them. You know, just letting her have her way. You know, well, that's not how it should be. This is why the Israelite man, and like going back to what I said earlier, this is why you had the red pill, blue pill movements, right? Where these guys, man, they're tired of the shit, man. They're standing up. You know, because that's the spirit of Yahweh Shah, man. You know, these women are getting exposed, man. You know, the Lord is getting ready to knock them off their pedestal, right along there with Esau, Edom. Because, hey, again, going back to the Gardanian pact with Esau, the serpent, and Eve, you know, the Israelite woman, right? You know, hey, Esau, his kingdom is fallen, right? So with that being said, hey, this is why the women, hey, they're going to fall with him. To you Israelite women that don't get yourself in order, you know, you don't come off your high pedestal, your high horse, you're going to fall right along with Esau. And you see, for the most part, you got a lot of women that are actually waking up to the fact that, hey, man, you know, I need a man. You got a lot of women that are coming forward to, hey, man, I need a man, you know, because that whole feminism nonsense, hey, it's been proven to not work out in your benefit, man, not work out in your favor. You know, because that's a part of the Gardanian pact. You know, feminism, where the women, it's all about the women. You know, giving the women all the glory and the praise. You know, putting the women on the pedestal. You know, I don't need no man. You know, and again, it's being proven. It's being proven that was actually a false lifestyle, man. It was a lie. It was one big lie. You know, because again, hey, you women are going to find out the very hard way that, in fact, you do need a man. Like I said, when all hell breaks loose out here, you know, you got guys trying to kick in your door, you know, keep that same attitude, keep that same energy, keep that same attitude. Because, again, you don't need a man, right? You know, so let's see how you defend against a few men that are trying to rape you. Let's see how you handle yourself. You know, you got women taking karate classes and shit, man, self-defense classes, right? When all it takes is one crazy psychopath guy, you know, one bugged out individual, man, to knock you out cold, man, knock you clean out, man. You know, all that defense, you know, those defense classes and shit, man, that's not going to be of no travail. You know, it's not going to do you any justice, man. You know, wait till these bugged out dudes start coming out of these jailhouses, you know, these mental health homes, you know, all bugged the hell out, man. You know, haven't been with a woman in a long time, man. Hey, man, when these dudes, you know, come out of these jailhouses, because again, a lot of these men locked up is because of you women, you know. You know, a lot of these guys that are locked up unjustly, it's because you women, you had a part to play in that, man. You know, so a lot of these guys, man, they're holding on to that rage, right? You know, and they just waiting on the day to get that revenge, man. You know, who you think they're going to come after when they get out? You know, because, hey, when it's all said and done out here, hey, best believe during Jacob's trouble, man, you're not going to have police out here arresting people, sending them to the jailhouses and prisons. No, man. You know, these dudes, they're gonna break out, you know, and look for the first thing. You know, they're gonna go after the first thing with the first pair of titties that they see, man. They're gonna go after it, man. But even more so, again, these guys that are locked up unjustly because of you women, you have lied, you know, all type of matters. Like I quoted, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. So, hey, when these guys start breaking out of these mental health homes, hey, like I said, all that defense that you took, you're all proud and puffed up in your head, you know, thinking that you can't be touched. Hey, like I said, all it's gonna take is that one guy, you know, that one Tyrone, man, the muscles and shit, man. He's been doing 100 push-ups a day, you know, to knock you out cold, man. You know, and it's gonna be all she wrote from there, you know. But going back to Micah chapter 7 and verse 6 again, it says, "For the son dishonors the father, the daughter rises up against her mother, the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law." And you see a lot of that has to do with the fact that, again, a lot of you Israelite women, you have pushed the Israelite man aside. You have kicked them out of the homes, you know, which was strategically set up by Esau, because the Israelite man, he's supposed to be the one to dish out the law and the order. He was supposed to be the disciplinarian, all right, you know. But the fact that, again, you Israelite women have sided with Esau, right? Because he's your God, right? You sided with the so-called white man, you know, and have adopted his philosophies. You kick the man out of the home, so there's no order, all right? And this is why, again, part of why these households are failing is because, you know, a lot of it has to do with you women, you know, because you women, you don't know anything about order, you know, unless you have a father that, you know, was actually there in your life teaching you these things, or unless you have a husband that, you know, leads you the right way. But other than that, man, you women, you don't know about order, man, you know, so you don't know how to raise these children accordingly. You know, you don't know how to train these children up in the way that they should go, like the scriptures say. You know, in fact, let me get this real quick. This is why these young kids, man, there's no hope for them. You know. Let me get this in 2nd Ezra chapter 5. Second Ezra chapter 5 and verse 8, it says, "There shall be a confusion also in many places." Verse 8 again, "There shall be a confusion also in many places," because when all hell starts breaking loose out here, all right, these people are going to be in a desperate state, man. They're not going to know what the hell is going on, why these things are happening. They're not going to know where to go. Like I always say, man, when all hell breaks loose out here, these people, man, they're gonna be out here like a chicken with his head cut off, man, just running around. They're not gonna know what to do, you know. Versus like what I read in Isaiah 32, when it said, the Lord said, "Hear my speech," right? Talking about the prophets, you know, because you people, you don't listen to the words of the prophets, man. You don't listen to the men of Yahweh Shemel Shah, because like I said, that's how the Most High, he communicates with the rest of the nation. He sets up certain men, the prophets, you know. So, hey, you people, you decided not to listen to the prophets. You decided not to take heed to the men of Yahweh Shemel Shai, right? So this is why, like I said, man, when it's all said and done and all hell starts breaking loose out here, we're not going to give a damn about you people, you know, because you had all the opportunity to get yourself right, man. It's not like we haven't been telling you. This word has been going out since the 50s, the 60s, man. So it's not like you people haven't been told. You know, you just refuse to listen to the prophets. So that's on you, man. But because you see, man, and this is why, hey, the Lord is going to give his glory and his respect back to the Israelite man. All right, because when it's all said and done and all hell starts breaking loose out here, hey, the Israelite man, and again, not just any Israelite man, but one in his truth, all right, one that possesses this truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, he's going to be straight for the most part, all right? His head is going to be intact. His mind is going to be intact, Because, hey, when all hell breaks loose, these people are going to bug the hell out, man. They're going to lose their wits. They're going to lose their shit. But you see, the men of the Lord, man, hey, man, we're going to be laughing at you people. You know, we're going to be eating and drinking while everyone else is out here starving. You know, some brothers are going to be committing spiritual powers, man. You know. And you see, women, by nature, they're hypergamistic. You know, they're attracted to someone with some type of status, power. You know, so this is why our own women, have said the hell with the Israelite man, and they side with Esau because Esau is in power right now. He has the clout. He has his status. You know, Esau's on top right now. So this is why our women, they cling on to the so-called white man so much. All right. You know, because he's God to these people. He's God. But you see, again, hey, Esau, the Lord is taking him out of power. His kingdom is falling. All right. And transitionary, you're going to have the Israelite man raise up. The Lord is raising up his men. So, and this is why a lot of you women are going to get rejected because, hey, you know, like I said, the spirit of Yahweh Shai is going to be on his men, you know, because, hey, when it's all said and done out here, you know, hey, we're going to be able to be even more spiritually discerned, man. We're going to be able to tell who's, you know, sincere and who's full of shit, man. You know, because, hey, just because you women come running up to an Israelite man, that don't mean he's going to accept you. A lot of you are going to get rejected, man. You know, a lot of you are going to get rejected. You know? Because it's not like, you know, you women, man, you know, let's say you get with an Israelite man, and let's say Yahweh Shem Shai, he ends Jacob's trouble, things get back to normal. You women, you're gonna, like I said before, man, you're gonna turn on us in a heartbeat. You're gonna go back to the so-called white man. You know, so again, the spirit of discernment is going to be on the men to be able to choose in that day. You know, the biggest shift is taking place. Because you see right now, the women, and that's part of the problem, women, they have too many options. You know, they have options. And it's never supposed to be like that, you know. Get this real quick. And you see, when a woman, she has options, all right, that breeds room for adultery, man. That breeds room for a woman to be able to commit a whoredom, you know. But again, Esau gives them the license to do so they don't give a damn. Ecclesiasticus chapter 25. I'll start at verse 24. It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, because Eve sinned first. All right, she transgressed first, you know. It says, and through her we all die. Like I said, you know, examples of that, a lot of these dudes are locked up, you know, because of a woman. A lot of these dudes end up getting put to death because of a woman. You know, because one thing the scriptures tell you, not to give your strength unto these women, man. You know, to you Israelite men, you got to stop being simps to these women. You know, because stuff like this happens, man. You know, give your strength unto a woman, man. She will chew you out from the inside out, man. You know, she'll abuse that. This is why women don't need to be in any position of power, because she'll abuse her so-called authority. You know, verse 25, it says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gather abroad. So dealing with because like I said, part of the problem with these women, they have options. They have too many options. You know, when I just read here that you're not supposed to give the woman liberty to gather abroad. You're not supposed to give your woman the liberty to just do whatever the hell that she wants, man. You know, and you see, you a lot of you simps, man, you're afraid of how your woman might, you know, she might threaten to leave you because you don't let her just go out with her friends every Friday, Saturday nights. You know, a lot of you so-called men, you're just too much of a simp, man. You know, because if she wants to leave because you don't give her the permission to go out with her friends every Friday and Saturday night, if she wants to leave because I let her ass go. You know, the transgression's on her. You know, or if you be separated, she's not supposed to deal with any other man until y'all get reconciled. You know, but if she wants to leave because you establish order, let her ass go. The Lord is going to deal with her, man. And to you brothers, man, you'll find that the Lord will provide you with another wife, man. You know. So stop giving your strength unto these women. Stop giving them the freedom to just do whatever the hell that they want to do. It breeds wickedness, man. You know. Read that again. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to get abroad. So she's not supposed to have the option or the freedom to just do whatever she wants, go wherever she wants. Because you see, women, they're, like I said, they're led by their emotions. You know. So these women, man, they're all over the place, man. You know. You know, aside from the fact that if you look in a woman, you look at her medicine cabinet, it's filled with all type of prescription drugs. You know, these women, man, they have multiple bodies on them, which comes with, you see, when a man inserts his rod into a woman, he leaves a piece of him in her. All right, he leaves a piece of his DNA in her, and you got all these different DNAs fighting one another. This is why the woman is all bugged out, man. You know, on top of the reason, or on top of the fact that she's led by her emotions, you know. Again, aside that, the fact that, you know, these women, they trust in Esau's pharmaceutical system. You know, they got all these rosin, all these different spirits and energies contained in them. These women are all bugged out, man. And this is why they need to be led. So this is why you don't give the woman the freedom to just do whatever she wants, man. You know, women need to be led, right? By a man of understanding, you know, because like I said, man, a lot of these so-called men, they're no different, man. They're no better, you know. Going back to this in 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 8, it says, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places. You know, because, hey, again, you know, it's going to be so bad out here, man. You know, hey, man, you're going to have wild beasts attacking people. You know, they're going to come from their natural habitat and inhabiting urban cities. You know, because, hey, one thing, man, when it comes to the judgment of Yahweh Shemel Shai, you know, one of his many, many ways of executing judgment is by way of animals, man. Whenever you see animal attacks, it's not a coincidence, all right? You know, that's judgment of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You're going to see all type of wild beasts inhabiting the urban cities, walking up and down the streets. People are going to be getting attacked by lions, you know. All type of shit, man. You know, because, you know, I mentioned that these dudes, man, locked up in these systems, the prisons and the mental health homes, right? They're going to break out somehow. You know, they're going to get free. You know, but even animals, these animals that are locked up in these zoos and whatnot, man, they're going to be set free, man. You know, so it's going to be hell. I always say, man, it's not going to be hell on one side. It's going to be hell on all sides. You know? Reading on again, it says, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. So you see, man, read that part again. It says, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. So like I said, man, you know, a lot of these there's no order in the household, man. And for the most part, the women, she plays a big part in that because they don't raise the children accordingly, man. You know, because the kids are bugged out too, man. You know, because these women, they don't know how to cook, they can't clean, they can't do shit. You know, can't even boil hot water, man. Feeding the kids McDonald's and, you know, all type of, you know, feeding them damn McDonald's every day. You know, putting all these chemicals in the kids, man, and making them even more bugged out. You know, and that's why these kids are all bugged out, man. These young kids, they're all bugged out. You know, they're monsters, like I just said here, man. They're monsters, man. And this is why the Lord's going to deal with them too. You know? Because again, the fact that you women have pushed the Israelite man out of the household, for the most part, all right? You women have pushed the Israelite man out of the household. There's no order. You know? There's no type of structure in the Israelite family household, man. And a lot of that, you women are a contributing factor to it. You know? So going back to Micah chapter 7 and 6 again. For the son dishonoreth the father, the daughter riseth up against her mother. The daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the men of his own household. And again, part of because like I said, you know, a lot of you Israelite women have become the biggest adversary to the Israelite man. You know, because then, man, brothers that are actually living with their wives, which it wouldn't be wise if you're a man to live with your woman. You just say that, you know, it wouldn't be wise to do so. Now, if you have to, if you got no choice, and so be it. That's why I read before. You know, you gotta be wise when it comes to dealing with your woman. When it comes to dealing with your wife, man, you gotta be wise, man. You know, but so a part of the reason, you know, because again, brothers, you know, that live with their wives, man, deal with all type of hell, man. Because again, these women, they abuse their so-called power and their authority, right? They think they can just talk to the Israelite, they can just talk to the husband any type of way. You know, they just because the name is in the lease is in their name or whatever, they think they can do whatever they want, man. You know, and this is why it's just chaos, man. This is why, you know, a lot of you women die alone, man. You grow up with all these kids by these different men, and you wonder why you're miserable and depressed, man. You can't find a man. You wonder why men don't want to approach you. Men don't want to deal with you. You know, because you don't know how to submit. You know, you don't know how to submit, man. You don't know how to shut the hell up and keep yourself in order. You know. Verse 7, it says, therefore I will look unto Yahweh. I will wait for the power of my salvation. My power will hear me. And you see, man, we're waiting on this to happen. We can't wait. I know me personally, I can't wait for Yahweh to start executing judgment. You know, I can't wait for these things to come to pass, man. And again, only the elect are going to be in the spirit of hastening, man. We can't wait to see these things happen. You know, we can't wait for Yahweh to flip the script. Because like I said, man, the biggest transition, man, it's coming. You know, I was making a point earlier, man. Right now, these women, they have the option. And because of that, they're puffed up. Because of all these options that they got. You know, if a man don't want to get right, they just go to the next one. You know, they just hop on to the next rod. You know, or when they get tired of one dude, they just hop on to the next one, man. When they get bored or whatever, you know, because that's what these women do, man. They hop from rod to rod. You know, when a woman, she's only supposed to be with one man. You know, she's supposed to be with one man, man. You know, because the scriptures talk about how for a woman to sleep with another man outside of her husband, it pollutes the land. You know, it pollutes the whole land. And that's just one man outside of her husband. So for women that's sleeping with two guys, that's a great abomination. So how much more now with all these women, man? They got multiple bodies on them, man. You know, how much more now? You know, but again, you know, we can't wait for the Lord to, set things right, man. We can't wait for the Lord to bring these things to pass, man. Again, this is why we're hastening. We're hastening Yahweh Shemel Shai to bring these things about, man. Because, you know, again, we want to see Esau be taken out, man. Esau's got to go. You know? And who's going to fall with him? His counterpart, Eve, man. The so-called black, Hispanic, and American Indian woman. She's going to fall right alongside with her. You know? Like I said, hey, when all hell starts breaking loose out here, we're not going to give a damn, man. Don't try to come into a man of the Lord expecting sympathy. You know? We're not going to give a damn. You know? Because you women, man, majority of you are too far gone. There's no remedy for you, man. Y'all are through. So that's why when you read verse 8, it says, matter of fact, I'll read verse 8. It says, rejoice not against me, O mine enemy. And you see, because when something happens to the Israelite man, you got the Israelite woman right there. You got the Israelite woman right there talking shit, man, beating them down even more. You know, when the scriptures talk about how you were created to help me, man, you're supposed to uplift your man, man. You're supposed to encourage him, man. You know, you're supposed to bring his spirits up, man. You know, going back to what I read in Ecclesiasticus, the 25th chapter, it talks about how a wicked woman, she abases the courage, man. Instead, man, you women cause more damage than good, man. You women, y'all beat, man. You women have a hell of a price to pay, man, for what you did to your own man. You know, your own men. You know, because again, you're part of the reason, you know, that we're in this position that we are in today, man. Like I said, a lot of you women have a heavy hand in our downfall, man. You know. Verse 8 again, rejoice not against me, O mine enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. And you see, we're patiently waiting the time that Yahweh Shai exalts his men. We're patiently waiting, man. You know, because humiliation always comes before honor. You know. So right now, like I said, the Israelite man, this is the lowest we've been, you know, ever. You know, you've been brought down to nothing. You know. So, hey, our time is coming, man. This is something I constantly remind myself. My time is coming, man. Lord's will, I'll be a man of the Lord, man. Lord's will, I'll be found worthy. My time is coming. That's why we got to be patient, man. Reading on, it says, when I sit in darkness, Yahweh shall be a light unto me. Because again, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of their times. When the Lord starts fucking this place up, man, you know, hey, like I said, brothers, man, they're going to be on a different level, man. These people are going to be down horrible deaths, you know. But hey, the Israelite man, you know, hey, they're going to be taken care of, man. That's going to be that light. Yahweh Shai, he's going to basically like make the pillars of light, man. When everything else is just going bad out here, man. You know. Verse 9, it says, I will bear the indignation of Yahweh because I have sinned against him. So this is why I said we got to be patient, because understanding that, hey, you know, we are likened unto a woman, all right, that's espoused to the Lord, you know, but we played the harlot, you know, we played the harlot against our power. So basically, the Lord allowed, he basically given us a taste of our own medicine, all right, and this is why our women are all bugged out, you know, our own women are against us, giving us so much hell, because we did the same thing to the Lord. So we're getting a small taste of how the Lord feels, man. So this is why, again, it says, I will bear the indignation of Yahweh because I have sinned against him. It says, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. So you see, because ultimately, Yahweh Shai, he's going to flip the script, man. He's going to make things right. And again, this is what we're patiently, eagerly waiting for, you know? Because we're paying for our crimes, man. We're paying for the crimes that we committed against our power. You know, but it's not going to be like this forever, brothers. It's not going to be like this forever, man. You know, when the Lord does what he does, man, you know, he's going to give his respect back unto his men, you know. So we don't have to deal with this long, man. We just got to bear the indignation of Yahweh Shai. Wait patiently, man. Suffer patiently. It says, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Verse 10 is the point. Then she that is mine enemy, you see, it says, then she that is mine enemy. Because again, you Israelite women, you have become right alongside with Esau, Edom. All right, you become one of the biggest adversary to the Israelite man. So this is why, hey, when the Lord does what he does to you women, like I said, man, don't expect sympathy from us. Don't expect compassion from us. If you didn't take the time out to get yourself in order, submit yourself to a man of the Lord, then hey, man, you got everything that you got coming to you, you deserve it. You know. It says, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? So you see, man, because again, you know, we try to tell our women to do right, you know, get themselves in order and whatnot, but they laugh, they talk shit, man, you know, because again, look at the state that we're in, you know, that's why the verses that I read earlier above talked about not rejoicing in our downfall, because look at the state that we're in right now, man. Like I keep saying, the Israelite man has been brought to nothing in this society, you know. So to these women, because they don't have that vision, right, you know, they think, because like I said, it's not going to be like this forever, you know. But the fact that, you know, we're in this society, man, where it's just rising, you know, it's just putting women on a much higher pedestal. You know, this society is raising women up even more. You know, they're hella prideful, man. They're hella puffed up, you know, and they don't ever see us coming back into power. And they don't want us to come back in power, believe it or not. You know, these women, they don't want us to get back in power, you know, because they know when we do, then, hey, man, all this living in pleasure, right? This destructive lifestyle is coming to an end. You know, because you see, in our kingdom, our women, they're going to be in order. You know, they're not going to be able to just, you know, do what they're doing now. You best believe they're not going to be committing the same acts in our kingdom. You know, our women are going to be in order. You know, they're going to play their roles, man. You see, they don't want that. You know, they don't want that. So this is why they're not looking for us to get back in power. You know? It says, mine eyes shall behold her. Now she shall be trodden down as the mire of the streets. And you see, man, listen, these words, they don't do justice to what's getting ready to happen to you people, man. Especially you women. Because you women are going to be be treated like straight dirt, man. Just straight shit. And I'm talking about to the wicked 2/3 of you women. You know? You women, you have no idea of what's in store for you. You women have no idea, man. You know? Read that part again. It says, mine eyes shall behold her. So you see again, because, hey, man, we're going to be witnessing some things, man. We're going to be seeing women getting raped to death by 1,000 men. All type of shit is going to be going on. And we're going to be witnessing these things, man. You know? And again, do you think we're going to extend a helping hand to you? No, man. The hell with you, man. The hell with you, Israelite women. You know? It says, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. So, hey, you know, because the scriptures talk about how a woman, he that getteth a wife, getteth a possession. All right? You know? So basically, which again, this is a hard pill for women to swallow in society. You women, you're a possession to the Israelite man. You're our possession. You belong to us, man. You're our property. You know? Because like I just quoted, he that getteth a wife, getteth a possession. And you see, hey, when it's all said and done out here, when the Lord removes you off your high horse, you're going to be treated as commodities, man. You're going to go back to your natural state and being a possession. You know? So, hey, man, you know, hey, in that time, you know, they're going to be traded off, sold off, you know, in some cases, you know, used as sex slaves or whatever the case may be. You see, in that time, you women are going to be nothing but commodity in that day, man. Because, hey, when you how about Shemal Shai, you know, when he does what he does, man, you know, hey, you best believe, man, all this makeup and the weave and the shit that our women like to heavily indulge in, the Lord is going to take all that away. You women are going to be like beast out here, man. You know? No makeup. You know, again, the Lord's going to take all that away, man. Talks about the vintage. The Lord is going to remove that vintage, man. You know? We're going to see you women for what you really are, for what you truly are, man. You know? So this is what's getting ready to happen, man. This is what's getting ready to happen. And this is why it's important for you women. Hey, you better get yourself in order, man. Stop playing around with this thing, man. Get yourself in order. Because the Lord is not playing. Here it is. We pay for our crimes. We're trying to do right by our power. What makes you women think that you're not going to, you know, what makes you think you're going to get away scot-free? What makes you think that the Lord isn't going to deal with you? Because like I said, hey, in this society, the woman is to a point where the woman, she has options. She can exercise options, right? You know? And a lot of you women put the men through all type of hell and tribulation, you know? Just to, you know, get the box, you know? The dude has to go all out of his way to, you know, tend to the woman, prove himself, when it's never supposed to be like that. But you see, when all hell breaks loose out here, again, the script is going to flip. You see, when an Israelite woman comes up, running to an Israelite man, it's going to be a thing of, what can you do for me? And that's how it's supposed to be. And that's how it was in the ancient world. What can she do for him? You know, because again, a lot of you women, you can't cook. Y'all can't do shit, man. Y'all are just useless for the most part. See, that's the thing. A lot of our women have just become straight up useless, man. You know? They get that in Isaiah chapter 4. Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1, it says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man. And that day is talking about the great and terrible day of Yahweh Shemal Shai, Jacob's trouble. Alright? Because hey, when the Lord exalts his men, right, when that light shines, again, women, they're attracted to that power. They're attracted to someone with power. You know? They're hypergamistic, man. Women are groupies. All right. So you see, when the Lord is giving all this glory to the Israelite man, they're gonna come running to a man of the Lord, man. Like I said, not just any man, because the Lord's gonna be killing these dudes off too. These dudes ain't right, man. You know, a lot of these dudes ain't right. The Lord's gonna be killing them off too. And that's another thing. A lot of you Israelite men, a lot of you Israelite women have said to hell with the Israelite man to deal with these Pookies and Ray Rays. And you see these wannabe gang banging thug Jakes, man, and the Lord's gonna kill them. You know, the Lord's gonna kill them off too. This is why the scriptures say, man, the Israelite man, he's gonna be more precious than fine gold, because it's not gonna be an everyday thing that you come across a man of Yahweh Shalom Shai. It's not gonna be a regular thing. You know, coming across an Israelite man with this truth, it's gonna be like a precious, coming across some precious elements. You know, so that's why, hey, man, in that day, you know, you women are gonna come running to a man of the Lord, because again, he's gonna be your ticket to salvation, believe it or not. Right? If you want to get saved, if you want to be preserved through all the hell and the destruction, you better get yourself under the banner of protection, and that's going to be by way of a man of the Lord. So you see, Isaiah 4:1, it says, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." Because again, our women, man, you know, it's a shame, man. Our women are in a shameful estate. Because just look at our women, man. Look at the Israelite women. You know? But you see, in that day, man, they're going to ask for they're going to beg for that reproach, that shame to be removed from them. You know? Read this part again. It says, where it says, only let us be called by thy name. So, the process of taking on his name is going to be way of sex, man. You know? You know? Because again, once you get with an Israelite man, all right, you're his property now. You know? Once you're married to a man, you know, you become his property. You know? And you see, again, it's going to be a thing of, well, the part where it says, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Right? Because like I said, it's going to be a thing of what can you do? What do you provide for the table? How can you contribute to me? Because again, a lot of you women, y'all don't know basic trades, man. Y'all don't know simple house skills. Can't cook, can't do shit. You know? And, hey, man, if you don't know how to do any of those things, man, you better pick up a trade now, man. You better learn to sew some shit, man. Because if you're not willing to, if you don't bring anything to the table, then, hey, like I said, you're going to get rejected. Because like I said, man, just because, you know, women come running up to an Israelite, man, she could be the baddest of the baddest, man. If she can't do shit, then, hey, you're going to be rejected, man. You know? Because one thing, man, it don't matter how you look. You see, we don't care how you look, man. You know? It's more so what can you do for me? You know? So this is what we're coming into, man. Get this and go back to this in Isaiah chapter 32. Isaiah 32:9 again, it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Which a lot of you women, you have said to hell with the Israelite man. a lot of you women have rejected the prophets. All right. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. So you see, you know, what you've been getting an example of during this whole pandemic, it's been a small example of what's coming to you women when it's all said and done out here. You know, because, you know, all type of reports have come out about how basically women have suffered the most during this pandemic. You know, and that's a part of that vintage failing, man. You know, here it is. They're about to, you know, a lot of women are about to be evicted out on the streets with all them kids, man. You know, I mean, you women are just going to be in a very bad case. You know, here it is. They're removing explicit content from OnlyFans, which a lot of you women, you pride yourselves in being whores. So, hey, man, one thing is leading to another, man. And, hey, you know, it's going to get bad for you women unless you get with the program, get yourself right with the man of Yahweh Shema Shai. Because, hey, if you don't, nothing but trouble is going to befall you. So verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins. You see, man, y'all think it's sweet out here. Y'all think things are gonna get better out here when it's not. You know, y'all think just because they're doing away with those, you know, these mask mandates, things are opening back up. Y'all think it's sweet out here, man. See, that's the part of the beautiful thing about the destruction of Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. Because hey, when this comes, man, it's gonna be suddenly. You know, it's gonna come out of nowhere. That's the beautiful thing about it, man. And this is why the people are gonna be like, "What the hell is going on?" This is why people are gonna be in a confused state. They're not gonna know what to do, man. Because it's gonna when it comes, man, it's gonna come out of nowhere. You know, a lot of you people are gonna get hit off guard, man. But especially you women. You know, because again, man, y'all pride, man, it's at an all-time high. You know, it's at an all-time high, man. You know, and this is why the Lord's getting ready to bring y'all down, man. You know. Verse 12, it says, "They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars, yea, upon all the horses, upon all the houses of joy in the joyous city. Because the palaces shall be forsaken, the multitude of the city shall be left. The forts and towers shall be for dens forever, a joy of wild asses, a pleasure, a pasture of flocks." So basically, man, again, nothing is in store for a lot of you women except lamentation, man. Because again, hey, a lot of you women are gonna be homeless with all these kids. A lot of you women are just gonna be in a very bad predicament, in a very bad state. You know, and all because you didn't want to submit to yourselves to the natural order of Yahweh Shemel Shai, getting yourself right, you know, humbling yourselves down and getting right by a man of the Lord, man. Which, like I said, man, the roles of a woman compared to the man is easy, man. You know, it's easy. But a lot of you women, you can't do that. You know. But yeah, man, this was just a quick, you know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. I was able to come out here again. You know, all through the spirit, all praises to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Shemel Shai Barakathum, to the hopefully elect. Lord's willing, until next time, Shalom.